And I'm the Goob. Welcome to our home.
Yeah,
and this is
Gulps
Gulps and
and
Games, the weekly show where we have some drinks, give a little background on them, then we play a game, give a little how-to on it. So I got a couple wines from Charles Smith Wines. I just noticed it doesn't really say anything about the wines on the bottle. Oh well. Charles Smith was born and raised about an hour away from Napa Valley. Eventually he moved to Europe, and that's where he managed a couple of rock bands, well, a few rock bands, including the famed Danish duo, the Ravenettes. Never heard of them, have you?
No.
We'll have to look them up and see if we like their music. I like rock music. In 1999, during a road trip to Walla Walla, Washington, Charles met a winemaker who convinced him to open his own winery. And then in 2001, he released 330 cases of his first vintage. 8 years later, in 2009, he was named Winemaker of the Year by... I'm wearing you?
No, I'm cold. I'm sorry.
Winemaker of the Year by Food and Wine magazine, and then again in 2014 by Wine Enthusiast. So we have a white and a red. The white is a Riesling, land to hand, vineyard to bottle. And it doesn't really say.
I thought these were Asian.
It's the bottle's Kung Fu Girl.
Oh.
That's so
okay.
to me that it's Asian inspired. I took it to be.
But you don't really know, huh?
No, because it doesn't say. I didn't realize it didn't say anything on the bottle, or I would have wrote a little something down.
It's a Riesling.
It's Riesling.
Did you say that?
Yep, or I don't think I did. 2019 Riesling.
Well, I wanted the Weinstein one, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You get the tiny one then.
Oh, so we swirl, right? And then we sniff.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's sniff though. Ooh, smells good. Oh,
it's good.
that's one of the better Rieslings I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Doesn't taste Asian inspired, it tastes Washington State inspired.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's even rice and chopsticks on the back. All right. It takes an unconventional winemaker to make a totally unexpected dry Riesling. One night, Charles was eating Chinese takeout and watching a fight scene in a notorious martial arts film when he had an idea. A killer white wine made to be paired with Asian food. Just like that, Kung Fu Girl was born. And it's been kicking ass and taking names ever since. I should have said taking butt. Or kicking butt.
Kicking butt!
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I think that's why I like it, because it's not a semi-sweet Riesling, it's a dry Riesling.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have been good with our dinner earlier.
So, let's go ahead and cleanse our palates.
Hold on, you made me put mine back here.
Also, I pulled up the Boom Boom one for you to read on there.
Oh, okay. Can I leave this out now?
Yep.
You guys like my new hairdo? You can't really see the purple. And frosted lights you can. Maybe you can, I don't know. Alright, now we're doing Boom Boom. It's made by the same guy, right?
Yep, same winery.
Okay. This Boom Boom exploded in the industry in 2007, and this spicy Syrah has been one of Washington State's signature wines ever since. It's a tribute to Charles' first love lost, a woman nicknamed Boom Boom O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. And it's one of the biggest and boldest Shiraz. Is this Shiraz normally have a Z in it?
Syrah.
Oh, okay.
Not Syrahs.
Okay. It's not surprising that wine drinkers everywhere have fallen in love with it. That's the wine.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and pour us some glasses of Boom Boom. Boom Boom O'Brien.
I don't know if it's old age, but it really hurts in here. It's right through here all the time.
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Shut up. It's old age, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. He gets the small one that I was going to have.
Yeah, but give me a decent amount in it. That's good.
It smells good.
Swirl. Sniff. Sip.
Hi.
It's very dry.
Good. It has more of the woody flavor to it that I like. I think it'd be good around a campfire.
Mm-hmm. So the game we have today, the reason why she was like, I thought this was supposed to be Asian, is because it's an Asian-themed game, and we were trying to find something Asian-inspired to go along with it. It's called Shadows in Kyoto. It's by Deepwater Games. We played a few games by them. It's a pretty simple setup. We're gonna just play the easy way to play it. There's a more difficult way that we might play later when we get more into the game, and that'll be another video then. Because it comes with these characters that you can, for the more difficult one.
You're in there?
I'm in there because you say
You're a character.
Oh yeah. So there's yellow is the government and green is the city. I don't remember what the city's called. Yeah, Oniwaban, and the Meiji government. So all of your little people have numbers on them, and the object of the game is, you'll notice 2 of them have a little red dot. Those are the ones with real intelligence. So what you do is you want to you either get them to take out 3 of your people with false intelligence. That'll win you. You get 1 person with real intelligence to the opposite side of the board. That wins you the game. Or you take out both of their people with real intelligence.
I don't need this, do I? Is that for the hard one?
Yeah, that's the items.
Oh, okay.
So then you okay, I was like, no, don't shuffle them all. You divide up your piles. You have location cards and you have tactic cards. The tactic cards, I already forgot. The tactic cards let you do certain things like defend, swap, so you can swap locations, bait, so depending on what they are. Baiting lets you move forward. What is it? Choose a non-wild location card from your hand and place it face down under the bait card. When an enemy agent enters that location of that type, you may reveal the marked location and immediately push that enemy away 2 spaces. And movement, you can go forward or diagonal. So like this guy right here can move forward 1, or he can move diagonal or diagonal. He cannot move here because I already have one of my people on that one. But you cannot move backwards unless you use one of the tactic cards that lets you move backwards. You can also not move sideways unless you use a tactic card that lets you move sideways. You get 4 cards from your location and 2 from your tactic to start.
What? Not 2? What?
2 scrolls and 4 houses. And then each turn you get to play one of your cards, and then you draw cards up to that. So if you play a card that says to play another card, obviously you get to draw 2 cards then. You can draw them from either one of your decks. So all of your location cards are going to be colored buildings. They all have names on them too, so everything has a name. That's what you use to move. So if you'll notice on the board, there's green buildings, blue buildings, yellow buildings, and red buildings. Again, you play the card that matches with that location to move to that location. There's 2 white ones. Those ones are neutral. You can play any color card you want to move to that one. And then you have, each side has 2...
safe areas.
Yeah. The board's backwards. But they're in the same spot on both sides. So there's...
You set it up.
I just set the board out. I didn't actually. Anyway, so you have these 2 areas that are I can't enter hers. She can't enter mine. And so if I put a person there, because in order to fight them, you have to enter the same spot that they're on.
Safe spot.
Yeah.
I can't enter.
So these are headquarters. So we each have our own headquarters that they cannot enter. And then let's just go ahead and get started then. Open
It's easy for you to say.
Oniwabin gets to go first. That's how it works. The non-government gets to make their first play. So she chooses one of her cards and plays it.
Yellow house.
Our house in the middle of our place. I'm going to play green, but I'm moving to the wild spot.
I thought this was your wild spot.
No, this is neutral. I'm sorry. This is my headquarters. These are neutral spots. That's why they're white. You can use any color card to move to that spot.
Okay. You're done?
Yep.
Greenhouse.
Okay. Play blue. Move right here. Draw 1 card.
Okay. Green.
I'm going to play wild, and I'm going to move here.
I'm gonna charge. Charge is move any one of your agents 1 space directly forward or diagonally forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then move one of your opponent's agents 1 space directly backwards or diagonally backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want that. I want to do this one.
I'm going to play a wild, and then move forward, and I'm going to draw a card.
I have to play a card to go to my safe place?
Yes. It's not safe. That's a neutral zone.
Okay.
Neutral, you can play any
Any
color, to get
color?
in, any color you want to get into that one. I'm going to play wild. I'm going to come here. So now, when I enter the same space that she's in, it enters a conflict. So in order for the conflict, we drop her down so that you reveal what number she is. So she is the a 3, and it's 3 with a red dot, so it's real intelligence. So now I look at mine. If my number is equal to or greater than her number, which 3 is the highest, so I can only equal her, I win the conflict, and I get to take her over to, I get to put her on the spot over here. And if it is less than, if my attacking power is less than, the defender remains its original location with its identity now revealed, and the attacker must return to the location it just moved from. But as you can see, you can't see and she can't see, but now she knows that I'm a 3. And since I'm not shouting I won, she knows that that one's not my real intelligence 3.
I'm going to set up a bait.
Okay.
I don't show you what color though, do I?
No. So you put the color you want face down and then put the bait card on top of it.
Okay. That's my turn then?
That's you put the color you want down, and then you put the bait card on top of it face up.
And that's my turn then?
Yes. No, that was your turn. So now you would draw.
Enough cards.
You draw up to your amount of cards. You draw 2 cards. So I'm going to play swap. You only get one of these, and what this does is you take your 2 that you want to swap, and you hold them under the table so that they don't see if you're, because you might not be switching them. Now the with this one, if I were, let's say I would have attacked her and I wasn't the winner, then I would, that's a way for you to put that number back up so you can't see. Like, let's say I was a 2, and so I saw she was 3, so she stayed down and I went back 1. Now I know it's 3, but she could have used that to switch with a different 3 that wasn't the real intelligence, or leave it there. But because I used the swap, I swapped my non-real intelligence piece with my real intelligence piece, and just won the game. So that's usually my strategy, is if I get that swap card early on in the game, I focus on getting my highest number regular one up there, because that way if I lose it, I'm good. I can just try to get her to get my 0 and my 1 then, and go for that strategy. But if I get my 3 all the way up there, all I need to do is swap it. But that swap card could be in the bottom of my scrolls, and there are only 8 of them, so I could just take 8 turns to get to it anyways. But
well, should we go through what the rest of the cards?
yeah. We can talk about the others. So of the tactic cards, you saw charge, you saw bait. If I had landed on, she had blue, right? I thought
it was yellow.
Okay, I thought I saw a blue card. So if I had technically I swapped, so it doesn't count. But if I had moved on to yellow, like if I moved this one up to yellow, she would flip that over, show that it was that, and force me to move back, and she can make me move up to 2 spaces backwards.
Oh, so it wasn't a particular yellow, it's just any yellow.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think you can choose, it doesn't say as soon as I touch yellow, I think it's any one of those yellows. So
I had a certain yellow that I wanted it to be.
Yeah, well, you could wait until I get to that one, and make it that, when I get to that one, then flip it. You don't have to do it as soon as I touch yellow.
Oh, okay.
You can hold on to that bait. Because essentially it's the equivalent of making a fake house. So then the bad guy gets there and you force them to retreat. Then there is tunnel, which you get to move any, let's say I was here, I can move this person any direction on this board that I want. But if I'm right here and she has one right here, I can't go to this green one. I can only go as far as the one she's on, and I can come up on her to enter a conflict, but I cannot go all the way to this house because she's there. Same thing if I'm right here, I can't go past myself, so I can only stop at this one right next to me. Then there is defend. Move any one of your agents 1 space sideways or 1 space backwards. That's the only one that lets you go backwards, and you can go backwards diagonally as well. You saw the swap, you saw bait. So that's it for the non-advanced game. The advanced game throws in items, and it throws in the superpowers and stuff like that. We haven't even played it that way yet. We're pretty much figuring it out this way. I have it down. I think she's getting it down pretty quickly too. I think it's a fun game. Little quick game just for 2 players. Mm-hmm. So, as always, thank you for coming. If you have any ideas for any games you'd like to see us play, please drop it down in the comments below. Because I was saying play and please at the same time. It came out as plays. Drop that in the comments below. Any drinks you'd like to see us, even if it's like a mixed drink, if it's something of your own creation, drop that down below with how you came up with it and how it's made, and we'll try it out.
We'd like to get a suggestion before our 52nd show.
Yeah, our 1 year anniversary video.
We're at 42. See the cup? 42.
And leave us some comments if you just want to comment on anything, down below. Thanks for coming.
Any birthdays?
I don't think so.
I have birthdays, but none that are family. So cheers.